Hey guys, it's Chet coming at you from the hot Idaho desert out here. About 90 degrees a day, a little bit windy. We're going to take a look at a popular collector gun here that seems to get kind of mixed reviews. A lot of people talk crap on it and a lot of people seem to love it just because it's so damn odd. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a quick look and we're going to do a little bit of shooting on a model 1895 Nagant Revolver. Let's swing in here and check it out. So, model 1895 Nagant Revolver. These things were actually produced in like the early 1890s, and I mean, they are just absolutely peculiar, very peculiar gun. They're kind of one of those things where is it worth the money? Well, they sell for so damn cheap that it actually is just more of a novelty piece than anything else. Shoots this really bizarre 7.62 Nagant cartridge with a little gas seal top. You can see the bullet hiding way down in there, and the idea is that this cartridge actually goes all the way up into the forcing cone on the revolver due to the cylinder actually camming forward when it's fired, and the case will expand to seal the gases, and you can see an expanded case here. We were just playing around with it, but you can see how it expands all the way and seals it. I had a friend of mine, he actually referred to this as the Dr. Seuss gun, and no doubt the name kind of stuck. I mean, it is really odd. Maybe it's something that you would see at like a crime scene in Whoville, or when being, bank heist in Whoville or something. But I mean, it's quirky all the way down to it's like totally like, cylindrical grip. The odd thing is that the grip looks so tiny, but if you get a hand on it, it actually fills up your whole hand. It is a double action. The double action trigger pull on this thing is incredible. I mean, it's almost unshootable in double action. I prefer the single action. You got this big ass funky firing pin right here. You can see it's got a little bit of like bobble on it. People say not to dry fire them because of that firing pin breaking, but I don't know. You can see that the cylinder actually cam forward. It wheels over and it cams forward. It comes with a nice holster. You can still find these from like sites where you can get CNR or FFL guns. Even Cabela's or different retail outfits will sell these for roughly $150. In my opinion, it's totally worth it if you're a collector. It's probably one of the last like really good deals on a collectible firearm out there, under the $200 range. But these used to be about $59 a pop, and it loads through this ridiculous loading gate. You gotta wheel down and you load it through there. The huge pain in the ass is that you unscrew this little deal here and you pull it out. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. You pull this thing out and this whole thing kind of wheels over, and then the idea on it is that you plunge your cartridges out, the empties, which is utterly impossible. And then like you'd even be able to get the cartridges out of this pouch. This holster comes with this little extra ammo pouch in here. This is basically it's 7 shots. It's fire 7 shots, and I hope you hit something, and then probably just let it dangle from the lanyard, because I highly doubt that you're going to have any time to be reloading this in any sort of action. One thing that I'd like to comment on, I noticed that Hickok, he did a little review on one of these, and he kept shooting it, and he kept saying, "This ain't no Colt." Oh my God, this ain't no Colt. Oh, and he's absolutely right. For the same time frame, roughly, the Colt's being produced, way before this Nagant came out. The technology is like a night and day difference. This thing is just absolutely primitive and funky and Dr. Seussish, before compared to the Colt. God kept saying, it ain't a Colt. I don't know what these guys were thinking. It ain't no Colt. But the revolver was designed by an industrialist, a Belgian industrialist, Leon Nagant. That's where it gets its name. No doubt this thing was designed specifically for mass production in hope of obtaining contracts through various militaries. And this thing was sent to a whole bunch of different militaries all over the place. They bought small lots and trialed it and everything. But by far the number one, subscriber to this idea was Russia at the time. This one's labeled as F's, 1945 here, a little wartime era one or whatever, but really fun. We're gonna pop off a few rounds and let you guys take a look at it. It is extremely anemic. You would be very hard pressed to inflict any kind of like sustained damage on any living target. I believe that that this is what they tried to get Rasputin with or something, and it's like no doubt why they had to shoot the dude 7 times, roll him in a rug, and then throw him in the river. But we'll load it up. We'll see just how accurate it is, and you guys can check it out. Now I'm going to try a double action shot, and you can see just how damn hard I've got to squeeze to make this happen. So we actually only got 6 shots off before we experienced a malfunction in our cameraman. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to take a look at the 6 shots that I placed on here. I was going to show you guys, just how hard the damn thing is to pull on double action. Honestly, I didn't even know why they incorporated double action into it. It's pretty hellacious, but we've got some shots on here. We got 1 way out over here, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like all 6 shots that I shot, I actually did place on the target, which isn't all that bad. Accuracy wise, it's super anemic when you're shooting it. You can tell. It's just like a tiny pop. A 22 Magnum is probably more impressive of a sound, and whatever. But the weight of the pistol absorbs so much of the recoil that's coming out of it. But all in all, just an extremely awkward revolver. So, should you guys get a Nagant revolver? From a collector standpoint, I would definitely say yes. There's not much you can buy nowadays, for $100 that's gonna last. With a firearm, it's like an investment. It's always gonna last. You're gonna have it around. I would buy it up before they get scarce. Like all surplus firearms, they eventually kind of fade out. Or the price goes up ridiculous. So go ahead and pick one up. They're well worth it. The downside is the ammunition is fairly expensive. You're going to pay $25 a box for that privy ammo that I was just showing you there. So Nagant Revolver, one last look. Should you get it? If you see one, grab it up, because they won't be around for too long. So there it is, the model 1895 Nagant Revolver. Pretty dang cool. Mine's pretty greasy. I just pull it out of the safe just to bring it out and show you guys. So, alright guys, this is Chet signing out. Thanks for coming shooting with us.